Say your name.
Hi, I'm Brendan, and I'm now in what's this?
Porsche Turbo.
Porsche Turbo S.
Turbo S,
yeah.
correct. And I'm Ray. Good to meet you.
Right.
We'll
Nice
have
to meet
7 laps in here, so this will be you'll be able to get nice and comfortable with this one.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna go back around now that he's done with that. Okay, so it's going to work the same way. I'll guide you through when to shift. The shift points in this car are going to be a little bit different than the last one.
Yes.
So I'll guide you through when you want to do it to get the most out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to work the same way. I'm going to guide you through acceleration, braking, all that like you did in the last car.
Okay.
And hopefully I can smooth out what you've got going and get you going nice and fast.
Okay.
Were there any parts of the track you had any questions on?
Okay, for the braking, there's 2 cones and 1 cone. So
Yeah.
we stop at the 2 cones?
We'll start at the 2 cones. You know,
Okay.
once we start picking up speed, obviously, we're going to have to start at the 2 cones because you'll be going faster.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the first lap, you're probably not going to be going as fast. So the 1 cone we can probably get away with on the first lap.
Okay.
But as you build it up and you start, you keep the car on the right line
Mm-hmm.
and you get the braking right, that's when you're just going to start building a lot of speed. Okay. So once we start doing that, we'll actually be braking at the doubles to make it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah. I'm still trying to familiarize with the track, so.
Well,
But I think all is good. All is
Oh
good.
yeah. Well, I'll be guiding you along, make it easy. Hopefully I can get you in a nice rhythm so when you hop into the other cars, it's nice and simple.
Yeah, okay.
Sound good?
Yep. Thank you.
So get your foot on the brake. We'll put you in manual mode here, and we'll pull out nice and easy. Yeah, obviously in here you have to turn the wheel a lot more, but once we're on track, if you keep your hands at 9 and 3, it'll make it very easy to make smooth inputs.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're just getting just past the edge of the wall here. Make sure we got a clear spot. Stop here for a second. Okay, go ahead and pull out. Accelerate out to the left. Go and shift once. Make sure you come all the way out to the left. We're going to ride this little edge here every time. That's going to help line us up on the straight. Twist it in nice and tight. Hug it in here. Now accelerate across to the left. Full throttle, shift. There you go. Keep your foot in it. Shift again. There we go. Shift one more. Now you're going to brake hard here. Brake hard. Down, shift. One more. Off the brake. Hug the bottom nice and steady. We're going to maintain a pace as we come down here.
Okay.
Hug this. Now accelerate out to the left. Just full throttle out. And shift. Now you're going to brake hard again. Brake really hard. Down, shift. Bring it in tight to the right. Keep it tight all the way to the right. We want to be all the way to the right there, okay?
Okay.
Accelerate out. Going to brake a little over the crest. Off the brake. We're going to bring it tight to the left. Hug the left side and accelerate. All the way down. There we go. Now we're going to brake really hard here. There we go. Off the brake. We're going to bring it in nice and tight. Hug it in here nice and tight. Now feet in the throttle. Stay tight to the blue and accelerate. Accelerate all the way to the right. There we go. Just going to touch the brake. Off the brake, twist it in. Go out to the double cone on the left. This way we can, that way we can ride this. Now twist it in tight. Twist it in tight. Accelerate. All the way out to the left. Accelerate. Full throttle. There you go. Shift. All the way to the left side. Shift again. There we go. Now brake hard. Brake really hard. Downshift. One more. Twist it into the bottom. Off the brake. Hug it all the way into the bottom here. Now accelerate out. All the way to the left. Shift. There we go. Now brake hard. Brake really hard. Downshift. Off the brake. Bring it in tight to the right. Hug it all the way into the right. Get it all the way to the right. Now accelerate. All the way to the right. You're going to brake a little over the crest. Bring it in tight to the left. All the way into the left. Now feet in the throttle. Accelerate out. Accelerate. All the way to the left.
Good. Getting sweaty palms.
Hug it in tight to the right here. Now pay attention to our own line. Okay, accelerate and stay by the blue. Accelerate
Stay
all the
by
way to the blue. Yep.
All the way to the blue.
There we go. Brake just a little bit. Turn in. Now remember, go straight out to that edge. All the way out to the edge where we said before.
Yeah.
See, there's a reason we're gaining on him. Twist it in tight here. Hug it in tight. Accelerate out. Accelerate all the way to the left. Full throttle. Full throttle. Put your foot down. Shift. There we go. Now we're going to pass him up here. Brake hard. Brake hard. Downshift. Hug it all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Hug it. Hug it. Off the brake. Hug it in. Hug it in. Accelerate. Accelerate. All the way out to the left. Shift. There we go. All the way to the left. There we go. Now we're going to brake hard here. Brake hard. Got someone coming by. Off the brake. Off the brake. Hug it in. Twist it in. Accelerate. All the way to the right. Yeah, there we go. This is where we want to be here.
Okay.
Brake a little bit. Bring it in tight to the left. Upshift. Accelerate out. Shift.
Shift.
There we go. Now going to brake. hug it into the blue, tight to the blue, and accelerate out.
Accelerate.
There we go. Shift. There we go. We're gonna brake a little. Straight out to that double cone on the left. Let it come all the way out to the edge here. We're gonna twist it in tight. Twist it in tight. Hug it in. Now accelerate. Full throttle out to the left. There we go. And shift. There we go. Shift again. Now you're gonna brake hard. Brake really hard now. Downshift. There we go. One more. Off the brake. Off the brake. Hug it in. Keep this pace. Hug the bottom here nice and steady. Hug it. Now accelerate out to the left. All the way out to the left. There we go. Now shift. Brake hard. Brake hard. Downshift. Bring it in tight to the right. That's kind of intoxicating to feel the acceleration.
Yeah,
You're ready to brake right away.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We're going to brake over them. Bring it in tight to the left here. Now accelerate down to the left. Accelerate all the way to the left. There we go. Now you're going to brake hard here. Now off the brake, bring it in tight to the right. Peg it all the way in. Remember, line up on the blue and accelerate. Accelerate all the way to the right. There we go. Now you're going to brake a little bit. Off the brake, turn in straight out to that double cone. Let it go all the way out to the edge. There we go. Just touch the brake. Twist it in tight. Twist it in tight. Hug it in. Hug it in. Accelerate. All the way to the left. There we go. And shift. There we go. Shift again. Now remember, brake hard. Brake hard. Downshift. One more. Off the brake. Off the brake. Just hug the bottom. Nice and steady. Hug it. Hug it. Hug it. Hug it. Hug it. Accelerate. All the way out to the left. There you go. Shift. Go good. Now brake hard. Brake hard. Downshift. Off the brake, bring it in tight to the right, all the way into the right. Hug it in, accelerate, all the way to the right. There you go. Now brake over the crest, bring it in tight to the left here. Now feet in the throttle, accelerate down, all the way to the left. There we go. Now brake hard here. Here we go. Now off the brake, bring it in tight to the right. Hug it all the way in here, nice and tight. Line it up on the blue. Now accelerate. Wait until we get to the blue to accelerate, okay?
Yeah.
Now brake just a little. Off the brake, turn in straight across, out to there. All the way out to the edge, right the edge, brake a little more, bring it in tight, hug it in, accelerate, all the way to the left. There we go. And shift. Full throttle. There we go, shift again. There we go, brake hard here, brake hard, downshift. One more, off the brake, hug the bottom, keep the space, hug the bottom, keep it going, hug it, hug it, hug it, hug it, accelerate. Full throttle out, there you go, all the way to the left. Shift. Now brake hard, downshift. Bring it in tight to the right. Hug it all the way in, nice and smooth. Hug it in, accelerate, get to the right, get to the right. There you go. Brake a little over the crest. Bring it in tight to the left, hug it in. Now feet in the throttle, accelerate out, all the way to the left. There we go. Brake hard here. Off the brake, hug it in. Now remember, wait for the blue, bring it in tight, accelerate, all the way to the right. Shift. There we go. Now brake a little, turn in, straight across, drive your line, go all the way out to the edge here. All the way out to the edge here. Now twist it in tight, bring it in tight, feet in the throttle. Feet in the throttle, accelerate, full throttle. Pass them, there we go. Shift, all the way to the left, there we go. Now we're gonna brake hard here. We're gonna downshift one time, off the brake, hug it all the way to the bottom. Hug the bottom, and into it. Turn in, accelerate out. Accelerate, all the way to the left. Wind it up. Shift, there we go. Brake hard, downshift, off the brake, bring it in tight to the right, all the way to the right, hug it in, accelerate, accelerate,
Sorry.
No problem. It's because of the lift, is the weight was starting to come around, yeah. That's why I was accelerating it. All the way to the left, you're going to brake hard here, off the brake, bring it in tight to the right, hug it all the way in here to the right, get lined up on the blue, tight, accelerate, all the way to the right, there we go. Brake, turn in straight through. We're going to brake a little more as we come out here. Off the brake, twist it in tight, accelerate out. Full throttle out to the left. Full throttle, shift. There we go, keep it going. Shift again. Now we're going to brake hard, brake really hard, downshift. One more, off the brake, hug the bottom. Keep the pace, just hug the bottom nice and steady. Hug it, accelerate. All the way out to the left, accelerate, there we go. Shift. Now brake hard. Downshift. Bring it in tight to the right. Hug it in tight. Accelerate. There you go. Brake a little over the crest. Off the brake, feel tight into the left here. Feet in the throttle. Accelerate out. There we go. brake hard here. Off the brake, we're going to keep it wide to the left. We're going to head for the exit this time.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll out here. Pretty cool.
Wow. It's so different from the SLS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the cars are going to be very different. For
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. I was like, what?
No problem. We'll follow this around nice and easy.
Yeah. How fast was I going?
Yeah, about
Any
a little
idea?
over 120 at the end of the straight.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going to pull back in through the middle of the tent right here. Just right in here.
Right in here. Okay. So,
And we'll go to this opening right before the fire extinguisher here.
for
So
this
yeah,
one. This
twist
one.
in
Okay.
right here, this one right here.
Okay, yeah.
Stop right here. Go ahead and center the wheel again. Spin around. There you go. Okay. Yeah, since you got a couple more cars to hop in, you got an idea what you're getting into. You saw how when we used the full width of the track and you got online, you know, you were able to carry a lot more speed and momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as you hop into the faster cars, you know, if you keep that line going, those braking zones are going to become very important.
Oh, yeah.
As you start, you know, staying on line better, you know, you notice how we were getting faster near the end there because you're getting the line a little better.
Yes.
Well, that's going to build up momentum as you get into each car. So when you do that, those braking zones are going to become more important. You're actually going to have to start braking a little harder in each one. Okay. So as you build up that speed, you're going to have to start adding more brake pressure as you get to each car. So you're going to feel that as you get more laps in each car, you're going to start getting faster and faster. You're going to need a little more brake each time.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And the little thing you felt when it got a little squirrely in that one spot, remember that about second to last lap?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, what happened there is you were going into the turn, and you got to remember, in most of these cars, the engine is behind us, so there's a lot of weight back there.
Yeah.
So when your car's already rotating, so when you lift, that weight wants to really come around.
Oh.
That's why I was telling you accelerate there, and as soon as you gave it a little gas, it kind of straightened out.
Oh.
That's what I was trying to get you to do. There.
Okay.
We're just controlling the balance of the car with the throttle now. Okay.
Right.
You're starting to pick up enough speed to be able to do that. Okay.
Okay.
So when you feel it get just a little squirrely in the rear end, just add just a little bit more, and it usually just straightens it right back out.
Wow. Okay.
So if you lifted to cause that, you just do the opposite to fix it. Okay.
Okay.
So just nice and smooth. You don't want to jerk or stab it or anything. Just nice and smooth with it.
Yeah.
Because you saw, you know, the smooth inputs you kind of learned from the last car helped you out in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of. But I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So in
yes.
each one of these cars that you drive, it's going to help build you up for the next one as well. It's going to help you out as you
Yes.
get into the next one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.